Where is 8-year-old Sandra Cantu? Straight out to Sebastian Kuntz with KNEW. Sebastian, what's the latest?
The latest, Nancy, is that they've increased the reward now to $7,000 in the case for any information leading to the recovery of Sandra Cantu, who's been missing since about 4 p.m. Friday is the last time she was seen, and she was reported missing about 4 hours after that. And the entire weekend was filled with just a massive search effort, a manhunt involving multiple freeways, agents checking cars, volunteers going door to door. It's a lot of people are pulling for this little girl tonight, Nancy.
Look at this little girl. The tip line number 209-831-6958 or 800-843-5678. Hours count. Every hour she's gone minimizes the likelihood she'll be found alive. Isn't that true, Mark Class?
That's absolutely true, Nancy. And as we've discussed several times on the show, in 76% of the cases, children that are murdered as a result of an abduction are dead within the first 3 hours. So this is a very difficult situation. Unfortunately, because they had no real information that she had been abducted, they were unable to exercise an Amber Alert. So again, more time was lost.
Joining me right now, a very special guest. Maria Chavez is Sandra's mother. Miss Chavez, thank you for being with us. What happened the day she went missing?
She came home from school about 3 o'clock, and I gave her a hug and kiss and told her I love her, and she asked if she can go to her friend's house. And I told her it was okay. And that was the last time I saw her.
How far away did the friend live? How far away was the friend?
Oh, not too far. In the same area.
Like 3 houses, 5 houses, a mile? How far?
Oh, about maybe a few houses down.
That's not far at all. So did she make it to the little friend's house?
Yes, she was seen playing with her.
Okay, and what time did she leave the little friend's house?
That I don't know.
To Blake Taylor, news director at KMJ 580 News Radio. Blake, do we have a timeline about what time she left the little friend's house?
Yeah, well, it's sometime, Nancy, and thanks for having me, before 8:15 p.m. That's when the 911 call went into the local authorities. The FBI then came in soon thereafter. They got involved. The search began shortly thereafter, and they scoured the area and that mobile home park for much of the night into the early morning hours. And she could be briefly seen on a security camera, which is something that's fairly rare in situations like this. She was seen on security camera leaving for that friend's home in that same mobile home park. But like Maria just said moments ago, the friend was there. They played a little bit, but that was the last they saw of her. And now we're looking at 72 hours later, no sight of the girl.
To Dr. Michael Bell, respected Chief Medical Examiner out of Palm Beach County. Dr. Bell, let's assume she's alive. What are her needs right now?
Well, her most immediate need would be that of water. We lose water every hour, and if that water is not replaced on a continuous basis, then she'll develop problems with that.
Doctor, she is an 8-year-old girl. Now, we have covered cases where 8-year-olds can fight back against abductors. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Joining me also, everyone, in addition to Michael Bell, John Burris, Midwin Charles, Mark Hillman. I want to go back to Sebastian Kuntz with KNEW. Sebastian, do we have any more of a timeline about when she left the friend's house?
Well, I do understand that there are reports that she went to go try and visit another friend, again, within the couple of house radius that we hear described. This is not a massive mobile home park, less than 100 units within this mobile home park, and this is not a massive city we're talking about either. Tracy, California is just outside the Bay Area that we hear about. It is sort of the first town you hit after you have left the 9-county Bay Area. It's more of a rural community, and that's why I think people are finding it so difficult to, figure out what's going on here. This is not a massive search radius we're dealing with here.
We have found nearly 80 registered sex offenders in a 5-mile radius. With me right now, the Chavez family spokesperson, Lisa Encarnacion. Ma'am, thank you for being with us. What more are police telling you?
The police department and the FBI are very communicative with the family, and we are being briefed as often as information comes available. They've been great in their investigation. The FBI, the Tracy Police Department, and the community as a whole. They're working on leads as they come in, but there is nothing solid right now that we know about.
Back to Sandra's mother, Maria Chavez. Miss Chavez, did she have a cell phone?
No, she did not.
Did she have brothers and sisters?
Yes. She has 2 other sisters and a brother.
Now, when she left the little friend's house, where was she headed?
To her friend's house.
Another friend right there in the neighborhood?
Yes.
And did she make it to that home?
Yes, she did.
So she made it to the second home.
She was seen playing with him. I don't know.
Okay, let me clarify that, Miss Encarnacion. She went to the 5-year-old friend's home. Then she was going to another little friend's home. Did she make it to the second home?
We don't know that she did that. We just know that she had gone to the first house and played for just a very short time, and then she was on her way to another friend's house, and we don't know. We can't confirm that she was there or she was not.
Everyone, we need your help. Look at this 8-year-old little girl, Sandra Cantu. Just beautiful. Please, the tip line, 209-831-6958 or 800-843-5678.